As I'm sure it will, the next Beauty World Middle East kicked off today down at the Dubai World Trade Center. And to find out more about this 3-day beauty extravaganza, we're joined by our co-host for the evening, but also the show manager of Beauty World Middle East. Ravi Ramchandrani joins us now live here on the sofa. Hot from the show. Rav, thanks so much indeed for being with us. Really kind of you to join us.
Thank you, Tom.
Beauty World Middle East. I know, as with all shows in this part of the world, that bigger and better seems to be a theme year after year after year. And I'm sure, given the beauty industry at the moment, Beauty World Middle East is exactly the same. So from a show operator's point of view, show director's point of view, how do you set yourself apart? How do you make yourself different from previous years?
Yeah. So what we focus as an organizer is to give our visitors an immersive experience every year. So we want to freshen up the show every year. So something which we focus on is content-led features. So we work on beauty live showcases, focusing on hair demos, makeup studios, which is about makeup artistry. We talk about fragrance on conference stages where thought leaders come and talk about what's trending in the fragrance industry, what's the future looking like. So people get to learn a lot about what the future looks like, what's the current challenges, and that is something which sets us apart rather than just having a plain old trade show.
Nice.
Ravi, I'm sure you can agree with me that the whole beauty world has exploded over the last few years, not just in the Middle East, but across the world. But if we were to speak about the Middle East in particular, what do you think, number one, is driving this growth? And the second thing would be, how does Beauty World Middle East reflect this energy?
Yeah. I think one of the biggest growth factors in the Middle East is fragrances. We have seen that in our own exhibition. Beauty World today, I can tell you proudly, is that it is the largest trade show in the world when it comes to fragrances. We cover the entire spectrum of fragrances from ingredients and finished products, and we've got household Middle Eastern fragrance houses like your Ajmals, like your Rasasis, who proudly talk about made in Dubai, and they export to over 150 countries worldwide. And what we then see is these visitors from America, from Europe, coming down to visit Beauty World to meet these exhibitors of ours, and because their consumers in the US want made in Dubai products, and that is something which we are very proud of to see that at Beauty World.
Indeed. I've got a lot of international friends, and they're always asking me to bring back fragrances or chocolate nowadays. But what would you say is, have you seen a massive growth in the international interest in the industry here and people visiting your show in particular?
Yeah. So I think one of the greatest things about these manufacturers here is that they offer such an amazing product at a cost-effective price, which then gets the consumers in the Europe and the American market excited about it, right? And that has then allowed for international visitation to improve in Beauty World as well. I can tell you, last year itself, we had visitors coming in from 170 countries. Top 10 visitors came from the US and the UK, and one of the biggest reasons they're coming down here is because the genuine interest of consumers in New York, in Los Angeles, for Middle Eastern-based perfume brands.
AI is impacting on every industry, every life the world over. I'm trying to work out how it's impacting on the beauty world as well. Are we seeing any tech trends?
We have seen a couple coming up in the fragrance side on how a fragrance is made. So we will be having some topics discussed on stage about AI, how it is going to change the world when it comes to fragrances. So do have a lookout on that, on what is to be discussed on the stage. But other than that, we've got some things going on in the makeup area. A lot of innovative things going on where you can buy makeup without even going to a shop today. You can test something on from your computer screen. We've even got a section dedicated to beauty tech. So anything to do with tech and beauty, we've got exhibitors coming in from probably about 6 countries this year, about 18 companies participating, showing off the latest tech around beauty.
Ravi, it's probably a bit of an unorthodox question coming from me especially, because I want to ask you a little bit about men's approach towards beauty and wellness. Later, I thought you'd be the one asking this question. But anyway, I'm going to take this one. We see a big shift in beauty trends and rituals for men, I would say, in the more recent years. I think they are a little bit more open to getting things like manicure, pedicure, eyebrows, even doing injectables like Botox and fillers. So is Beauty World going to reflect that shift in beauty trends where men are also open to getting aesthetic treatments done?
Male grooming, we have seen it's slowly growing as well, and we've seen that within Beauty World. It's a big part of our exhibition where we've got companies showing off latest skincare dedicated to male grooming. I would also like to call out a big brand from the US called Statement, and what they are doing for us at the Beauty World is they are attempting to break a Guinness Book of World Record, wherein they would be attempting to conduct maximum number of beard trims and beard shaves in 1 hour. So that is something which we're really looking forward to, and I think that just goes to show that the boom of male grooming in this part of the world, and of course we see it with the number of salons and barber shops just popping up everywhere in Dubai, and there must be a reason for it. That means
Lane would like to volunteer if that's
Yeah.
right. Is that okay? Can you
Yeah,
get him in for a beard
definitely.
trim? Is that okay?
Put me
Yeah?
in, put me in.
Yeah. So many of them coming in, which means there is a lot of men who love to take care of themselves.
Yeah.
And looking good is feeling good at the end of the day.
This is something that I noticed a few years back as well. I actually, in conjunction with somebody else, I created a beard oil.
Yeah.
And we were at Beautyworld Middle East. This was years and years ago. But it was, really good fun. But what sort of help or mentorship do you give to aspiring entrepreneurs in the region when it comes to it?
So we at Beauty World, what we do is we launched a concept last year called Beauty Beginnings, right? Where we invite startups, SMEs to come join this massive platform like Beauty World at an entry-level cost to them, and then they get access to the buyers, they get access to some of our key influencers who are speaking on stage, get some guidance from them. So we did that last year, and we are coming back much bigger this year with about 18 brands coming in from all across the planet, and we are doing it again this year, and we hope that this trend keeps growing and growing, where we support these up and coming younger brands and give them the mentorship what they need to grow in the
How
future.
much impact has a certain... Ash and I used to do a show many years ago, not dissimilar to this one as well. And we had a young, aspiring cosmetologist, beautician, who used to be our beauty expert. She was called Huda Katan. She's done all right for herself since then. I mean,
Just a
the
little bit.
influence of people like Huda, her sister, and others who've become established international brands, has that helped to sort of breed this new generation of beauticians, of beauty product creators here in the region?
Definitely. I think people today in the Middle East look up to people like Huda Katan and Mona Katan to see that if they can do it, so can we. And that's how they promote it on their social channels to encourage more entrepreneurs from the Middle East that, guys, get on it. If I can do it, and so can you. And we get some people like them on our conference stages where they talk about their journey on what they started with and where they are at today, and that's how we encourage young entrepreneurs, especially from the Middle Eastern region, where business is not something which is encouraged at a younger age.
We like to think it was Studio One that launched that group.
It was Studio One, yes.
think?
But I've known her from my 20-something days, which was a show that used to air on Dubai One even before Studio One. So that's how far back. I mean, we just wanted to mention that we know the Katan sisters, really. Just a humble name drop over here. But
With Mona Katan, her brand Kayali, actually, we do an awards program called the Beauty World Middle East. Kayali has actually won a couple of times the most popular fragrance of the year. And we have them as a finalist again this year. So we'll see if they are to win it again.